everyone! Recently I reached over 100,000 subscribers. So to celebrate, I'll be getting and decorating my favorite cake, and I'll be unboxing my silver play button! So let's get started with the video. I wanted to get my favorite cake to celebrate, so I went to Costco to get a cheesecake. Costco has like really good cheesecakes. I also picked up some strawberries, blueberries, and raspberries to decorate the cake. When I got home, I cleaned the fruit and then I was ready to decorate the cake. I also got this glaze to dip the strawberries in. Not only is the glaze delicious, it also makes the strawberries look 10 times better. After dipping the strawberries in the glaze, I placed them on top of the cheesecake. Once I finished adding the strawberries, I added the raspberries and the blueberries. And that's it! The cake came out looking so pretty. Now that the cake is all decorated, we can move on and unbox the silver play button.
Too many heartbreaks still on your mind. Let the flame burn down for a while. Let the flame blur out for a while. Stay in the moment. Stay in the moment with me. Give you a moment.
And here it is, my silver play button. It's so awesome! Thank you so much for helping me reach 100,000 subscribers. It has been such an amazing journey getting to this milestone. I'm so grateful to each and every one of you. This channel has grown so much and I've grown with it. I want to express my deepest appreciation to all of you who subscribed, commented, liked, watched my videos, and tried my recipes. I've always tried my best to make good recipes for all of you. I've tested and remade recipes until I was absolutely sure they were good enough to share with you. So it honestly makes me so happy when you say that you like them, because it means that all that hard work was really worth it. I'm so excited to make even more recipes and videos on this channel. The future of this channel holds endless possibilities. I hope you can continue to learn and try new recipes with me. So again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, by the way, I also went on the world's largest cruise ship to celebrate as well. Look forward to a video about that later. Now it's time for Cooking with Kiana's 100K celebration compilation. Enjoy! Hey everyone, in this video we will be making Copycat Olive Garden breadsticks. But we're not just making breadsticks, we are also going to make the fettuccine alfredo and the salad as well. All of this was super good, so let's get started with the video. In a bowl, add 1/4 cup of warm water and 1 packet of dry active yeast. Set the bowl aside for about 5 minutes or until the yeast has become foamy. Then add 1 tablespoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of sugar, and 2 tablespoons of unsalted softened butter. Then, using an electric mixer, mix these ingredients together for about a minute or two. Then add 4 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour and 1 1/4 cup plus 2 tablespoons of warm water. Mix all your ingredients together until a sticky dough forms. This should take about 5 minutes. Flour a clean surface and then knead your dough for about 3 minutes or until smooth. When you finish kneading your dough, roll it into a 2-foot long log. Then cut the log into 16 1.5 inch long pieces. Then knead and shape each piece into a 7-inch long breadstick. Arrange the part. It's important to arrange them 2 inches apart before you proof your breadsticks. I forgot to arrange mine and had to do it carefully later. Cover the baking sheet with a cloth and then let your breadsticks rise in a warm spot for about 45 minutes or until they have doubled in size. Next, melt 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter. Then brush your breadsticks with the melted butter. Sprinkle a bit of salt on top of your breadsticks. When you're finished, place your breadsticks in the oven at 400 degrees for 15 minutes or until lightly golden. Next, using the remaining butter from before, add 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/4 teaspoon of oregano, and 1/4 teaspoon of basil. Mix all your ingredients together and then brush the butter over your breadsticks. When you're finished, set your breadsticks to the side. Now that we've finished making the breadsticks, we're going to make our salad. Begin by preparing your ingredients. Chop 1 or a half a head of lettuce. The amount of lettuce you chop depends on the amount of salad you plan on making. Next, slice 2 to 3 Roma tomatoes. And 1 red onion. When you're finished, place your lettuce in a bowl, add your red onions, tomatoes, half a cup of black pitted olives, 3/4 cup of croutons, 3 to 5 pepperoncini peppers, and 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese. Oh, I almost forgot this, but add some pepper as well. Then mix everything together. And that's it, you are all finished. Once you're ready to eat, you can go ahead and add your Olive Garden salad dressing. Next, we're going to make our fettuccine alfredo. In a large pot of water, add salt. Bring the water to a boil and add your fettuccine noodles. Cook your noodles for however long it says to on the box. While our noodles are cooking, we're going to make our sauce. In a large pan over medium heat, melt 1 stick of butter. When your butter is melted, add 1 tablespoon of minced garlic. Cook the garlic in the butter for about 30 seconds to a minute. Then add 2 cups of heavy cream. Mix everything together until well combined, and then let your sauce simmer until it becomes thick. Once your sauce is thick, add 1.5 cups of Parmesan cheese. Then mix everything together until well combined. Then add a half a teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder, and 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. Next, mix in some pasta water, and then add your noodles. Once you've added your noodles, you can go ahead and turn off your heat or place it on low. While you're mixing your noodles into the sauce, add 1 tablespoon of freshly chopped parsley. I would just like everyone to admire how creamy and delicious this pasta looks. When you finish making your pasta, you can go ahead and plate everything up. And this is the finished result. Everything came out great. I totally should have broke open the breadstick, but I forgot. But take my word for it, it tastes delicious. The breadsticks were a bit crispy on the outside, but so soft on the inside. Everything tasted and smelled delicious. Especially the fettuccine. The fettuccine was so creamy and good. The salad was delicious too. I mean, the whole thing was just great. This was way better than Olive Garden. 10 out of 10 would recommend and make again. Alright, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Everything I used in this video will be down in the description below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! Hey everyone, today I will be showing you how to make this delicious loaded seafood baked potato. So let's get started with the video. We're going to begin by prepping our ingredients. Dice some celery, green bell pepper, red bell pepper, an onion, and chop some green onion. Next, peel and devein some shrimp. When you're finished, set your shrimp to the side. Next, after cleaning 3 large potatoes, cover them in olive oil. When you're finished, season them with salt. Using a fork, poke holes into your potatoes. Bake your potatoes at 400 for 1 hour. After baking your potatoes, poke them with a fork to make sure that they're done. Then, cut a thin layer off your potato lengthwise. Then scoop the insides out into a bowl. Also, be careful not to tear the shell. When you're finished, set your potato skins to the side. Next, mash the potatoes in the bowl. Then mix in 3 tablespoons of butter, 3/4 cup of milk, and 3/4 cup of sour cream. Once you've mixed all that together, you're going to add 3/4 teaspoon of salt, 3/4 teaspoon of pepper, 3/4 cup of cheddar cheese, and a 1/2 cup of green onions. If it's hard to stir your potatoes or they don't seem creamy enough, you can go ahead and add more milk. When you're finished with your filling, set it to the side. If you haven't already done so, place your potato shells back on the baking sheet. Then place slices of provolone cheese at the bottom of your potato shells. Then add your filling. When you've added all of your filling to each potato, add shredded cheddar cheese on top. Or you can add 1 slice of provolone cheese with cheddar cheese. Then bake your potatoes at 350 degrees for 15 to 20 minutes. While our potatoes are cooking in the oven, we're going to make our sauce. In a large pan over medium heat, add 5 slices of bacon. Cook your bacon until nice and crispy. When your bacon has finished cooking, add about 1 to 2 tablespoons of butter. Use the butter to deglaze the pan. Then add your shrimp and season them. I added pepper, Old Bay, onion powder, garlic powder, and paprika. After you season your shrimp, sauté them for about 4 to 5 minutes or until cooked. Once your shrimp are all cooked, take them out of the pan. Then add 1/4 cup of diced onions, 1/4 cup of diced celery, and 1/4 cup of bell peppers. Cook your vegetables in the pan for about 5 minutes. Then add 1 tablespoon of minced garlic. Cook the garlic with the vegetables for about 30 seconds to a minute. After that, add a 1/2 cup of chicken broth, and 1 cup of heavy cream. Mix everything together until well combined. Then let your sauce simmer until it becomes thick. Once your sauce has become thick, add a 1/2 teaspoon of Creole seasoning, 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder, 1/4 teaspoon of Old Bay, and 1/4 teaspoon of paprika. Then add 1 tablespoon of lemon juice and 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese. Mix everything together until well combined. Next, add a 1/2 cup of lump crab meat and a 1/2 cup of crawfish meat. Mix the meat into the sauce and let it cook for about 5 minutes. After your crab meat and crawfish meat are cooked, your sauce is all finished. Next, take the bacon you cooked before and chop into small pieces. When you're finished, set your bacon to the side. Now that your potatoes have finished baking in the oven, you can go ahead and plate everything up. Place your baked potato on a plate. Then add your seafood sauce. the shrimp we cooked before, bacon, and your green onions. And this is the finished result. The baked potato came out great, and the sauce on top was amazing with it. Everything was just so delicious, well seasoned and flavorful. The baked potato by itself was already good. It was creamy and cheesy and delicious, but with that sauce on top, it just creates an entirely different experience. This recipe is pretty easy to make, and I totally recommend giving it a try. Alright, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Everything I used in this video will be down in the description below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! Hi, my name is Kiana. And this is my mom, Casey Connection. We get along. Sometimes. I love to cook and would make food for my mom to eat in her mukbangs, and then I started making how-to videos on her channel. And thanks to the encouragement of some of her subscribers, I decided to start my own channel. So on my channel, I'll be showing you how to cook different foods, trying new recipes, and even trying to make my own recipes. I'll probably make some mistakes, but I'll explain what I did wrong so you don't repeat the same things I did. I'm not a chef, but I do love to cook. I'll also be doing challenges, food vlogs, and reviewing food. Thank you for coming to my channel. Let's all learn, have fun, and cook together. Welcome to Cooking with Kiana, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make the viral TikTok grinder sandwich. This sandwich was so good and I can't wait to show you how to make it, so let's get started with the video. Begin by prepping your ingredients. Shred half a head of lettuce, then slice 1 tomato, and then after slicing the tomato, slice 1 onion. When you're finished, place your sliced onions in a bowl of ice water. Soaking your onions in cold water will get rid of the bitter taste. When you finish prepping your veggies, set them to the side. Next, we're going to make garlic butter. In a small bowl, melt 4 tablespoons of salted butter. Then add 1 teaspoon of minced garlic, 1 teaspoon of parsley, 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, and 1/2 teaspoon of oregano. Mix everything together until well combined, and then place your garlic butter to the side. Next, we're going to make the salad that goes in the sandwich. In a large bowl, add 1/2 cup of mayonnaise, 1 tablespoon of red wine vinegar, 1 tablespoon of Italian dressing, 2 tablespoons of deli dressing, 1 teaspoon of minced garlic, 1 teaspoon of red pepper flakes, 1 teaspoon of Italian seasoning, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. Mix everything together until well combined, and then add the shredded lettuce and sliced red onions you prepared before, and a half a cup of banana peppers. When you're finished making your salad, set it to the side. Now we can begin to assemble the sandwich. Take a piece of French bread and cut it in half. Then brush the inside with garlic butter. Next, add your favorite slices of cheese. I'm adding provolone and Havarti. Then add the sandwich meat of your choice. I'm adding turkey, salami, and pepperoni. Then place your sandwich into the oven on broil until the cheese melts. Once the cheese is melted, take it out of the oven and add some sliced tomatoes. Season your tomatoes with salt and pepper, and then add a good amount of your salad on top. Once you've added the salad, add a bit of shredded Parmesan cheese and place the other piece of bread on top. Then brush the top piece of bread with garlic butter. Sprinkle on some Italian seasoning, shredded Parmesan cheese, and a bit of parsley. Slice the sandwich in half and you are all finished. And this is the finished result. Pair this sandwich with some chips and a cold glass of lemonade and you are all set. This sandwich is absolutely delicious and I totally understand why it went viral. The sandwich is juicy and flavorful and I highly recommend giving it a try if you haven't. Alright, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Everything I used in this video will be down in the description below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! Hey everyone, today I'll be teaching you how to make this delicious seafood gumbo. This was my first time making it, so I really hope you guys enjoy the video. So, let's get started. We're going to begin by prepping our ingredients. Dice 1 onion, 2 pieces of celery, and green onions. Then slice some andouille sausage, and peel and devein some shrimp. Make sure to keep your shrimp shells, we're going to use those for later. When you're finished prepping all your ingredients for your gumbo, set them to the side. Now we're going to prep our ingredients for our seafood stock. Cut up 1 onion. 1 tomato, 1 green bell pepper, and 3 pieces of celery. Now in a large pot over medium heat, add 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Then add all of your vegetables. Saute your vegetables for about 4 to 5 minutes. After that, add your shrimp shells from before. Let that cook for about 1 to 2 minutes, or until your shrimp shells have turned pink. Once everything has cooked, add 1 to 2 tablespoons of minced garlic or 3 to 4 garlic cloves. Then add 4 quarts of water. A half a cup of white wine, 1 tablespoon of tomato paste, 1 teaspoon of pepper, 1 teaspoon of complete seasoning, 1 teaspoon of dried thyme, some fresh parsley, and any leftover seafood shells you might have. I added lobster shells and king crab shells to mine. Oh, and 2 bay leaves. Now let that simmer over low heat for 2 to 3 hours. This is totally optional, you don't have to make your own seafood stock. If you want, you can just use chicken broth. Once your stock has finished cooking, go ahead and strain it. Then set your stock to the side. In a large pot over medium heat, cook your andouille sausages. When your sausages have finished cooking, take them out of the pan. Then, while the pot is still hot, add 3/4 cup of vegetable oil. Then heat your oil up over medium heat. Before adding your flour, make sure your oil is hot enough. You can test this by sprinkling some flour into your oil, and if it sizzles, it's ready. Then gradually add 1 cup of flour while whisking. Right now we're making our roux. I made mine thicker since I won't be adding any okra. Okra is usually used as a thickening agent. But if you do want to add okra to your gumbo, you're going to want to add 1 cup of flour and 1 cup of vegetable oil to your roux so it's thinner. Continue to cook your roux for about 20 to 30 minutes, or until your roux is the color of chocolate. It also depends on how dark you want your roux to be. I cooked mine for 20 minutes, but if you want yours to be darker, you could cook it for 30 minutes or 40 minutes. Just make sure you're constantly whisking your roux and make sure you don't burn it. While you're cooking your roux, you'll gradually see it become darker. After 20 minutes, my roux was the color of milk chocolate. Now that your roux is finished cooking, add 1 cup of your diced onions, then add your celery, and finally add 1 cup of bell peppers. Now you're going to let that cook for about 5 to 10 minutes. You can't make gumbo without the holy trinity: onions, celery, and bell peppers. Or at least that's what I heard. When you finish cooking your vegetables, add 1 to 2 tablespoons of minced garlic. Let that cook for 1 minute and then add your sausages. Then add 1 can of diced tomatoes, so about 14 to 16 ounces of diced tomatoes. So when I was doing my research on gumbo, I learned that adding tomatoes is usually done in Creole gumbo, but not usually done in New Orleans style gumbo, so adding tomatoes is totally optional. I decided to add tomatoes because I really like tomatoes. Now add 2 to 3 quarts of your stock. And this is very important. Make sure your stock is hot before you add it in your pan. Make sure your pan is also hot. Make sure both the pan and the stock is hot. But not like boiling hot, you know what I mean? Just hot enough. By the way, if you don't want your gumbo to be that thick, you can always add more stock. Now stir everything together. Now add 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika, 1/2 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, 1 teaspoon of pepper, 1 to 2 teaspoons of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder, 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, 2 bay leaves, I added a bit more Worcestershire sauce, and 1 tablespoon of hot sauce. Mix everything together, then cover with a lid and let it simmer for about an hour or an hour and a half. After letting your gumbo simmer, add 1 cup of lump crab and your shrimp. Let that cook for about 5 to 7 minutes or until the shrimp has completely cooked. When your shrimp is finished cooking, reduce your heat. Once your shrimp is cooked, go ahead and taste your gumbo and add any additional seasonings that you think you might need. I added 2 to 3 teaspoons of sugar, 1 to 2 teaspoons of Creole seasoning, some more onion powder, 1/2 teaspoon of Cajun seasoning, and a little bit of liquid seafood oil. After you've added your desired seasonings, add 1/2 cup of green onions. Don't forget to remove your bay leaves as well. And that's it, you've finished making your gumbo. If you want, you could also add some crab legs or some crawfish in your gumbo. Now that you've finished making your gumbo, it's time to plate it up. Add some rice in the middle of your plate or bowl, then add your gumbo around it. This is optional, but you could add any additional seafood that you want. I added some crab legs, some lobster claws, and some crawfish. Top it with some green onions and you are all finished. And this is the finished result. It tasted really good and it came out better than I expected. I've wanted to make gumbo ever since I watched Princess and the Frog when I was a kid, so I'm really happy I got the opportunity to make it. Since this was my first time making gumbo, I made a bunch of mistakes. I will show you the mistakes that I made in the outtakes because I want you to avoid the mistakes I made if you can. Also, if you've made gumbo before, I would really appreciate any tips or advice that you might have. But for my first time making gumbo, I don't think I did that badly because Mom had like 5 plates of it and my dad had 2 plates of it. It tasted really good, it smelled delicious, it was very flavorful, so I'm really happy with the outcome. I know that everybody makes their gumbo differently, so this was just my version of gumbo. I hope to improve my skills as time goes on, and I hope I can improve when I make it again. Alright, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Everything I used in this video will be down in the description below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! Alright, so now we're going to talk about the mistakes I've made and the things I learned. If the oil you're using for your roux isn't hot, your roux is going to be ruined. Make sure your oil is hot before adding any flour. You have to constantly stir your roux or it will burn. Constantly. I used a whisk, but you can always use a wooden spoon. If you start to see dark specks in your roux, it's most likely burnt, and you have to start all over again. If you accidentally burn your roux and you didn't notice until after you've added your stock and your gumbo has a burnt taste to it, add half a raw potato into your gumbo and let it sit for about 10 to 15 minutes. The potato will absorb the burnt taste. After you remove the potato, your gumbo should be fine. Make sure your mixture and your stock are hot before adding your stock because this will happen. If your pot isn't warm, or your stock is too cold or isn't warm enough, it'll cause the stock and the roux to separate once they meet, resulting in this, which is super unappealing and just looks nasty. I hope this helps and you guys learn from my mistakes. Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make the viral TikTok chopped sandwich, so let's get started with the video. First, add some shredded lettuce to a cutting board. Next, place a couple of slices of the deli meat of your choice on top of the lettuce. I added about 3 to 4 slices of turkey. Then add some sliced provolone cheese, sliced tomatoes, sliced onions, and sliced banana peppers. Next, take a sharp knife and chop everything up really well. Make sure to mix everything up while you're chopping. Once you finish chopping everything up, add some deli dressing. By the way, if you don't have deli dressing, you can just use olive oil and Italian seasoning instead. Next, add some red wine vinegar, mayonnaise, salt, and pepper. Then continue to chop and mix everything together until well combined. When you're finished, scoop the chopped mixture into a sub roll. And that's it, you are all finished. All you have to do now is plate it and enjoy. And this is the finished result. This chopped sandwich was absolutely delicious. It's an easy and quick sandwich with a bit of everything in every bite. By the way, you can customize your sandwich any way you like. This is just the way I like to make my chopped sandwich. Alright, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Everything I used in this video will be down in the description below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make ube stuffed French toast, so let's get started with the video. We're going to begin by making ube syrup. In a saucepan, add 1.5 cups of white sugar, 1/4 cup of brown sugar, and 1 cup of water. Mix everything together and then bring your mixture to a boil. Once it starts boiling, reduce it to a simmer and then let it simmer for 3 to 5 minutes. By the way, don't stir the syrup while it's simmering. After the 3 to 5 minutes, remove the syrup from the heat and then add 2 to 3 teaspoons of ube flavoring and a half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Mix everything together until well combined and then let the syrup cool for about 10 minutes. Once the syrup has cooled, store it in an airtight container and then place it in the fridge until you're ready to use it. Next, we're going to make the ube filling. In a large bowl, add 8 ounces of room temperature cream cheese. Then beat the cream cheese until smooth. When you're finished, scrape the sides of the bowl. Then add a half a cup of powdered sugar and beat until combined. Once the powdered sugar and cream cheese are mixed together and well combined, scrape the sides of the bowl again. Now gradually mix in 2 cups of heavy cream. We want to incorporate the heavy cream, so we're going to add it a little at a time while mixing it into the cream cheese mixture. Do not add it all at once, just small amounts at a time. Once you've added all the heavy cream, continue to beat the mixture until medium peaks form. When you're finished, add 1 to 2 teaspoons of ube flavoring. Then mix it in until well combined. Once everything is mixed together, cover the bowl with plastic wrap and then place the ube filling in the fridge until you're ready to use it. Now we're going to make the French toast. In a bowl, add 3 eggs. Then add 3 tablespoons of melted butter. Mix the eggs and butter together until well combined. Next, mix in 3/4 cup of heavy cream. Once the heavy cream is mixed in, add 2 tablespoons of white sugar, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, half a teaspoon of vanilla extract, a bit of nutmeg, and 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Once you've added all of your ingredients, mix everything together until well combined. When you're finished, set your egg mixture to the side. Next, cut 1 loaf of brioche bread into thick slices. Your bread slices should be this thick. Once you have finished slicing the bread, set it to the side. Next, in a pan over medium heat, add butter. Once the butter is melted, place a slice of bread in the egg mixture. Soak the bread in the egg mixture for about 10 to 15 seconds on each side. Once the slice of bread has finished soaking in the egg mixture, place it in the pan and then cook it until it is golden brown on both sides. Once the French toast has finished cooking, take it out of the pan. Repeat this process with the other slices of bread. Once you finish cooking the French toast, we can begin stuffing the French toast with the ube filling. First, prepare a piping bag. To do this, take a piping bag and cut the tip off. And then cut a tiny sliver off the corner. Then place the piping bag in a cup. Doing this will make it easier to put the ube filling into the piping bag. Next, add the ube filling into the piping bag. Once you've added the ube filling, take the piping bag out of the cup. Now you can begin stuffing the French toast. Take a slice of French toast and cut it down the middle, creating a pocket. Make sure not to cut too deep inside the French toast. Then, using the piping bag, pipe the filling into the French toast until you reach the top. Next, pipe 2 swirly lines on top of the French toast. Make sure when you're piping, the corner you cut off the piping bag is facing up. That way when you're piping the filling on, the swirls look more neat. Repeat this process with all of your French toast. Once you've finished stuffing your French toast with the ube filling and adding swirls on top, add some fruit on top as well. I'm adding strawberries, blackberries, and blueberries. I also added some mint leaves. After adding the fruit, add some powdered sugar. And that's it, you are all finished making your ube stuffed French toast. Now just add the ube syrup you made before and enjoy! This ube stuffed French toast was absolutely delicious and it looks so pretty! The ube filling wasn't too sweet, so it complemented the French toast perfectly, and the ube syrup added more ube flavor. I was inspired to make this after I saw Keith Lee from TikTok try the ube stuffed French toast from the Pepper Club in Las Vegas. I wanted to try the ube stuffed French toast so badly, so I decided to make it myself, and it turned out awesome. By the way, this isn't the recipe that they use at the Pepper Club, this is just my version of ube stuffed French toast. I totally recommend giving this recipe a try, especially if you love ube like I do. It is so good. Alright, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Everything I used in this video will be down in the description below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! Hey everyone, today I'll be teaching you how to make a mango nata. It's super easy, super sweet, and super delicious. So let's get started with the video. Start by cutting up a mango. The amount of mangoes you use will depend on how many drinks you make. 1 mango for 1 person. Cut the sides of the mango and around the pit. On our mango piece, we're going to create a grid. You're going to want to cut vertical lines down the mango and then create vertical lines across the mango. Make sure you're applying enough pressure to cut to the skin but not through the skin. And when you're cutting your mango, do it on the cutting board. The way I'm doing it, I have a high risk of cutting my hand, which isn't smart. Now flip your mango inside out, and using a spoon you can just scoop your mango cubes out. Now squeeze 1 lime into a cup. In a blender, add 1 pound of frozen mangoes. Then add 1 cup of water, 1/4 cup of sugar, and your lime juice. Blend everything together until well combined. It should be the same consistency as a smoothie. In a tiny dish or plate, pour in some tahini. Then, in another tiny dish or plate, pour in some chamoy. Coat the rim of your cup in chamoy. And then dip it in tahini. Then back into the chamoy, and then back into the tahini. Add a little bit of the chamoy into the cup. Then add some chamoy around the side of the glass. You can add some mangoes at the bottom of the cup. You also don't have to. This is totally optional. Then add your mango mixture into the cup. Add some chamoy. Then add fresh mangoes on top. Then I'm going to garnish the fresh mangoes with some more chamoy. A few shakes of tahini. And finally, I'm going to add a tamarind candy straw. After that, you are all finished. This drink is super easy to make and it's really good. If you want, you could add alcohol in it. That's what my mom did. Also, I just want to point out that I added way too much chamoy at the bottom of my cup, so make sure you only add a little bit. Alright, that's it for this video. Everything I used in the video will be down in the description below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. Bye! Hey everyone, today I'll be teaching you how to make Korean corn dogs. These were delicious and I can't wait to show you guys how to make them. So let's get started with the video. Begin by peeling 2 potatoes. When you finish peeling your potatoes, place them in a cold bowl of water. Next, cut your potatoes into small pieces. When you finish cutting your potatoes, place them in a cold bowl of water. Then strain your potatoes and place them in a pot of boiling water. Boil your potatoes for 2 minutes. Then strain your potatoes. After that, rinse your potatoes with cold water. Next, you're going to dry your potatoes. Once your potatoes are dry, place them inside a bowl. Then add 2 tablespoons of flour. Toss your potatoes in the flour until your potatoes are completely coated. When you're finished, set your potatoes to the side. Next, dry a hot dog and cut it in half. Then, cut a piece of mozzarella cheese that's about the same size as your hot dog. Now you're going to place your hot dog and mozzarella cheese on a stick. You can make more corn dogs with hot dog and cheese, or you could just make one with all cheese, or you could just make one with just a hot dog. It's up to you, so have fun with it. When you're finished, coat your corn dogs in flour. When you're finished, set them to the side. Next, in a large bowl, add 1 cup and 2 tablespoons of flour, 2 teaspoons of baking soda, half a teaspoon of salt, and 2 tablespoons of sugar. Whisk everything together until well combined. Then create a well in the center of your dry ingredients. When you're done, add 3/4 cup of milk and 1 egg. Then whisk the wet ingredients with the dry ingredients until well combined. Once your batter is smooth, pour it into a tall cup. Then set your batter to the side. Next, in a large pan or baking dish, add about 1½ cups of panko breadcrumbs and your potatoes from before. Next, in a pot over medium heat, add vegetable oil. While the oil is heating up, we're going to prepare our corn dogs. Dip your corn dog stick in the batter. Once your stick is fully coated, take it out of the batter. Use the excess batter to cover any spots that weren't coated. Then coat your corn dogs in the potatoes. And then in the panko breadcrumbs. Repeat this process with the rest of your corn dogs. With this corn dog, I only coated it in panko breadcrumbs. By this time, your oil should be hot enough to start frying. You can check this by placing one of the sticks you used for your corn dogs in the oil, and if it starts bubbling, your oil is ready. Place your corn dog in the oil for about 2 to 3 minutes or until golden brown. When your corn dog has finished frying, take it out of the oil and place it on a wire rack. Repeat this process until you have cooked all of your corn dogs. Once you finish cooking your corn dogs and they have cooled, coat them in sugar. Next, in a small bowl, add 1/4 cup of ketchup and 1/4 cup of sriracha. Mix the sriracha and ketchup together to make sriracha ketchup. Now all you have to do is add mustard and your sriracha ketchup and you are all finished. And this is the finished result. These were a lot of fun to make and they tasted really good, especially the one with potatoes. It tasted like I was eating fries with my corn dog. Not to mention the sriracha ketchup, I loved that stuff. The sugar was great on the corn dog as well. It didn't make it too sweet, it just made it taste even better. I totally recommend giving this a try. Oh, and the recipe I used for this video will be down in the description below. Alright, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Everything I used in this video will be down in the description below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! There's another batter that you could use for Korean corn dogs and I really wanted to try it. So this is me making it. In a small baking dish, add 1 cup of lukewarm water. Then add 2 tablespoons of sugar. Mix the sugar into the water until the sugar has completely dissolved. Once the sugar has dissolved, add 1 package of dry active yeast. Let it sit for a few minutes until the yeast melts. Once that happens, add a half a teaspoon of salt and 1 3/4 cup of flour. Mix everything together with a wooden spoon until your mixture is smooth. Then cover it in plastic wrap and let it sit until it doubles in size. This should take about an hour. Then coat your corn dogs in the batter. And after you've done that, coat your corn dog in panko breadcrumbs or potatoes and panko breadcrumbs. Once you finish coating your corn dogs, all you have to do is fry them. Both batters are good and the corn dogs tasted great. However, if you want something super easy and quick, I'd recommend the first batter. Okay, this is really the end of the video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!